Hi dear friends, how are you all? Welcome to your YouTube channel HR Tutorials India. In this video, we will be discussing about how to interview in recruitment. Interviews in recruitment. An interview is a purposeful exchange of ideas, the answering of questions and communication between two or more persons. Generally, an interview is a process of private meeting, conversation between people where questions are asked and answered for obtaining information about qualities, attitudes, and perspectives, etc. Interview has different definitions. An interview can be defined as an exchange of ideas where questions are asked and answers are given, and it is a communication between two or more persons. Generally, an interview can also be defined as the process of a private meeting where the conversation happens between people, where questions are asked and answered for obtaining the information about qualities, attitudes, and perspectives of different people. An interview refers to a conversation where one or more persons are acting as the role of an interview who asks questions, and the person who answers the questions acts as the role of an interview. An interview is the person who asks the questions, and an interviewee is the person who answers the questions asked by the interviewer. So, an interview refers to a conversation which happens or which takes place between one or two persons where the conversation happens between an interviewer and an interviewee. The primary purpose of an interview is to transfer information from interviewee to interviewer. Interviews can be either formal or informal, structured or unstructured. Interviews can be carried out one-to-one or in groups. They can be conducted over telephonic or via video conferencing, which means the primary perspective or the purpose of an interview is the transfer of communication or information from an interviewee to an interviewer. And interviews can be structured or unstructured, and it can also be a formal or an informal interview. And interviews can also take place in groups or one-to-one, and these interviews can also be conducted over telephonic or face-to-face or through video conferencing. There are different meanings of the word interview, as different scholars define the term differently. However, interviews have some basic objectives which are as follows. Through interviews, recruiters can verify the information obtained through application forms and tests, which means by conducting interviews, the recruiters or the person who takes the interview can verify the information obtained through application forms, resumes, and tests given by the candidates. Recruiters can obtain additional information about the candidates which are not mentioned in the application forms or resumes, which means by conducting interviews, the recruiters or the interviewers can obtain an extra information from the applicants which are not mentioned in the application forms or resumes or curriculum vitae. Interviews provides an applicant the information and the necessary facts about the job and the organization, which means interviews not only helps the interviewers and the organization but also the applicant in providing information and also the necessary facts about the organization and also about the job what he or she is going to handle in the organization. Interviews establish a mutual understanding between the applicant and organization, which means interviews forms a bridge between the applicant and the organization, which helps in building a mutual understanding between the organization and also the applicant. So dear guys, hope you have understood what is an interview in recruitment. In the upcoming video, we'll understand what is an interview and what are the different types of interviews are. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a nice day.